Chair recognizes Representative Van Duyne of Texas for 5 minutes.
Great, thank you very much. Good afternoon, Administrator Dickens. Thank you very much for being with us today. My district, which is Texas 24, is home to Dallas-Fort Worth Airport, American Airlines, and Envoy Air. We are also closely surrounded by Southwestern Airlines headquarters in Dallas Love Field. DFW Airport is the leading economic driver, not only in my region, but in the entire state of Texas. Hundreds of thousands of jobs are reliant on the airport, and it serves as a major recruiting tool, as we see and hear from hundreds of CEOs who are moving or who have moved their companies to that area because of the airport. In the last few weeks, we have seen disruptions across the country, from delays to cancellations. And while the causes of some of these delays remain unknown, the timing related to the announcement of the vaccine mandate is also very concerning. Just Tuesday, you may have seen that Southwest Airlines reversed their mandate. I'm curious, now that we're coming upon the huge holiday season, how is the FAA preparing for further disruptions in the system as we move closest to the busiest travel time of the year?
Well, thank you for the question. And again, on the subject of the vaccine mandate, the idea there is to get us past COVID-19 as a country as quickly as possible so that the system can operate efficiently and effectively and preserve all of those jobs. My focus, again, is on aviation safety. I'm very familiar with the operations at Dallas-Fort Worth and Love Field and American Airlines and Southwest Airlines. I have been in regular contact with their leadership to make sure, and also with their labor unions, to make sure that that we can operate safely and efficiently going into the holiday season, and we will continue to stay focused on that. The part of what's going on here is the changes in consumer preferences and kind of the guardrail to guardrail capacity issues that we saw in the system require some time for airlines to get their fleets and their workforces aligned so that they can be responsive to consumer demand. And we are doing everything that we can to make sure that the aviation system, the air traffic control system, stays open for business so that Thanksgiving and Christmas travel and really travel every day can continue unfettered and uninterrupted, because it's a huge part of our economy and it's a service that we provide to the public.
I mean, it is absolutely a huge service to our economy. What we've got for American Airlines alone has 4,000 pilots who haven't been vaccinated. I know that your purpose and focus is on preserving jobs, but what they're facing is right before the holiday season is actually having to be forced to lose their jobs. Have you had or sought input from pilots or from air traffic control about the vaccine mandate?
I'm in constant contact and regular contact with labor leaders around the industry and also with our unions within the FAA. So I think
you have sought input from pilots and from air traffic controllers.
Always have dialogue with them on a whole host of issues.
So you have sought input from pilots and ATC regarding the vaccine mandates?
Not specifically the vaccine mandate, but certainly any operational or safety issues that we've all been concerned about throughout the pandemic, and even in daily operations, to make sure that we don't have undesirable distractions either at individual companies or within the FAA itself.
Because what I'm hearing directly from many of them is just the increased stress. They are going to have to lose their jobs. And it's not just for travel, supply chain issues. UPS and some others have talked about the impact that that's going to have on supply chain and on our economy and on commerce in the US. So what steps is the FAA using to address the supply chain issues that appear to be getting worse before they're getting better?
Well, throughout the pandemic, we have used the commercial aviation safety team, and we have collaborated again with all stakeholders to make sure that the aviation system remains available and again open for business so that the supply chain is not interrupted. The FAA was right in the middle of—
Are you concerned that vaccine mandates are going to harm on the commercial side, on the supply chain side, as I've heard?
I don't have specific concerns there. Those are between those employees and their employer. What I'm concerned about is to make sure that regardless of whatever the distraction is, whether it's a company going through a merger, whether it's challenges that people are having in their personal life or otherwise, that we're able to focus on flying the airplane,
Representative,
operating
time's
the traffic
expired.
system, and being
Thank
able
you
to
very much.
operate the aviation system efficiently.